This is today, Sunday. What is today?
23rd.
23rd. Okay, thank you. Um, we'd like to know a little bit about your days in Poland. Do you remember any of them?
My days in Poland. If I was a little girl, I used to carry water by the little bucket from the well because it was too heavy and a bit, And I watched the cows and I watched the field.
Do you recall any?
What you call trash, cut the grass, cut the wheat.
How big was the farm?
How?
I don't know. How big? How many acres? Or?
Oh, 7 acres, not much.
Oh, okay. Now, do you recall any of the days when you were back on the farm when my mother, your sister, was there with you?
Yeah.
What did she do?
She do the same thing, work in the field with the digging with the Kowalik.
What? With a like a shovel or something?
Yeah.
Let me.
Ask her if she went to school.
Did you go to school?
Yeah. Well, school, that's 8th grade, but a half a day for half a class and another half a day for afternoon for the little children. Well, I just got a 4 years in school.
Well, that was enough, though, wasn't it? Well, let me ask you this. Now, did you go to school with our mother, with Anelia?
No, we walked to school.
Did she go to school with you?
No.
Why not?
She was older.
Oh, older?
Yeah.
So you didn't.
Your mother was by my uncle on the other village.
Did she? Did she? I suppose she came to the U.S. before you, then, right?
Huh?
She come to the United States first, or did you?
Yeah,
she did.
Joe brother come first, and your mother.
Oh, I see. And now is that the
Then I
fellow?
come.
And you come directly to St. Louis?
Yeah, I come here to St. Louis. She have 3 children.
Oh, she already had 3 kids by the time you got
Yeah.
here? Okay.
And he wasn't working.
Who wasn't?
Her brother, her husband,
Your dad?
Oh.
her husband.
Booyah wasn't working?
No, he wasn't working.
Hmm.
They were so poor they didn't have nothing.
Now, are you talking about Cha-Cha, his
Yeah.
mother?
Well,
She
things
said-
haven't changed. We're still poor.
She asked me how much money I got left over from the trip.
Yeah,
I says, I don't know how much. I gave it to her. It was $29.
that's not bad.
I give it to her.
Well, how did you get? How did you get over here? How did you leave Poland?
I go on the train and go on to what you call. I forgot the port. We take a boat and go on a boat.
And then-
for 11 days
Oh.
on the ocean.
And did you land in what city then? In the United States?
New York. We come to New York. And from New York, they separate us. There was 2 boys and 1 man and 3 girls together.
All from Poland?
Yeah. Also for, and we come to New York, they separated everybody different section.
Did your mother and father have like a grocery store?
Yeah.
And
we
they
have
would,
a grocery store in New York.
uh-huh,
We have the grocery store. They don't have no kids and anything, but they have enough bread and the other things for the people what they usually use and everything.
yeah, for like flour and
Yeah,
wheat?
yeah.
Did your mother and father have like a storage of the wheat and the flour and
Yeah,
everything?
yeah,
And then during the wintertime, people would come
yeah,
and buy their flour back and everything?
yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Chacha, how many cows, and can you describe the farm a little bit more in
How many
detail?
cows? We have 3 cows, calf, horse, and Billy goats.
Billy goat, oh. And what did you plant anything on the farm?
Yeah, everything.
We,
A lot of potatoes, beans, wheat, beautiful wheat, first class wheat.
How far did you live from Krakow?
7 meals,
7 miles?
7 miles.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Hard worker,
Uh-huh.
good farmer.
Uh-huh.
He was raising what people don't do it like the land with a lot of rocks, a lot of rocks on the land. He cleared it up, clean it, put the manure on it, plier.
How many other brothers? Were there other brothers and sisters, weren't there?
No.
Mom, you had brothers and
Oh, my
sisters.
brother and sister.
How many?
Well, John got killed in the war. Joe died over here in California, Florida. And there was 2 sisters left, and she got married. Her husband was so lazy that he don't want to work. He was laying under the plum tree. He said the flies was crawling all over him. And he was sleeping, he don't want to work. And my father got so tired, he cried, he don't want to come home because he was so bad. Everything was going down. Nothing was,
Did you ever go back to Poland to visit, Chacha?
no. I wish I would,
You wish you had.
yeah. I wish I would have seen it.
Mhm.
You mother, my sister, the one was she died in the whole country, she says, I wish you come to Poland, there's something different. They like used to be.
Mhm.
Everything is different.
Right.
People live different, build different,
Right before the Depression or after?
and
Well, you were, I don't know.
completely different. I says, I don't want to go to Poland.
Getting on that
When we come to your station, nobody know where we was going.
Go to your house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right on.
Okay, so
They're still going sitting in the
Yeah, I mean,
station.
for us, you know,
And
it
I
was
says,
like
I'm
from
going
one end to-
outside and see if
all the way
I see
downtown
somebody.
to the,
There
we
was
always
men
called it the West
sitting in the
End.
carriage.
Thank you.
And I show him the road. He take us with the horse.
when did they move from 15th and Cass out to the West End, the Greer
Yeah,
Avenue?
Because my brother Joe lived over there in Gray Avenue.
Oh, he lived there too?
Huh?
He lived on Greer, your brother Joe
Yeah,
lived on Greer?
Yeah.
I should've
And he
taken
wanted
this
Why don't
hard,
you-
it
to
wouldn't
move
have been
from
so
there.
hard. I said,
Bernice, why don't you ask her the
Pardon me?
questions? Ask her the same questions that
Sure, Ted, thanks. With my thumb in my mouth.
well, we'll take that out.
Yeah, right.
There's Bernice.
Mom, he wants to know when Chacha moved from Cass Avenue
To Belt.
to Belt.
Well, because Joe lived over there
Oh,
on Gray Avenue.
well, how many
And
children?
There was a house with 2 rooms, frame house. And she says, I want you to move out of the town. That's why they moved.
Okay, did they move, did Chacha move in with Joe?
No.
She
Joe
bought-
lived by himself and
And Chacha bought that little
Yeah.
house?
And they have a cow,
Chacha had a cow?
yeah.
On Greer Avenue?
The parish, yeah, but there was a lot of vacant lots. And the people bought cows and geese and chickens and everything. It was just like an old country.
Mm. Well, it was
See,
nice.
Skippy, Mom and Papa moved to Belt Avenue, and then they lived there a time, and then they moved on Greer.
Oh, I
You
see.
probably don't even remember
Mhm.
that.
Well, I didn't know it. Well, we only live one house
Then
off
we
of Belt, though.
play every for a time. Then and
I remember your mother's garden, and I remember the dog Sheila.
Right.
Yeah.
and
I've heard about Sheila.
from a two-room house, they moved to another house.
See, now
Over
she's
there.
getting it. Now, it's actually almost kicked her out. I mean, Mom always, tell them about how you left Poland. Tell them how you left, Mom, and how you waited at the gate. And go ahead, tell that. That's what they
I
want to.
forgot already. If I left the Poland, I was just 16 years old. And my mother kneeled down on the floor, and she started crying real hard. My brother working on the street broke the rocks.
Now, do you recall anything about, say, when you got on board the ship and what kind of food you ate on the ship or how the living conditions were? Remember any of that, Cha-Cha?
Everything was all right. Everything. They give you enough to eat.
Was it a Polish ship or American?
No, they weren't Polish. It was German Grossi.
Did you come directly from Poland to the U.S. or did you stop anywhere?
No, we got shipped. We didn't stop nowhere.
I see. 11 days,
It
huh?
was 11 days.
Was it rough? Did you run into any storms or anything?
No, we have one storm. But
And-
it was pretty good.
How'd they treat you in New York?
Fine. They give us basket food in New York and we pay $1. Everybody, because it was scared we don't have nothing to eat on the train.
On the ship.
They asked me for.
Oh, you did have a passport, huh?
We were lucky. The same year, the war come out.
Oh, really? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
so you
come
did have
here
a,
in
did,
June.
did you have a Polish passport?
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And nobody asked for anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you think about it, she was only 16 years old.
Um,
when she came
that's
here.
the same-
Pushed out to
Pushed
go.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, their parents didn't want them to go, didn't want their children to be away from them, but it was.
Cha-Cha, now tell us that same story about when you you got here to the United States, and then what happened?
When I come here, there was no job. There was no job to work. And I go at the street and I follow the ladies that will go someplace looking for a job. I follow them.
And what did you end up doing? What kind of job did you get?
I start work at Jefferson Hotel for $18 a month.
At the Jefferson?
Jefferson Hotel.
Oh, pretty fancy hotel.
$18 a month.
And what'd you do there?
Then I work over there about 8 months. And my girlfriend worked in the Settler Hotel. The rest 27, I work in the kitchen. Jefferson Hotel, I scrub the floors, clean the floors.
But then you went to the Statler and you worked in the kitchen?
Yeah, I was in the kitchen, the Settler Hotel.
What'd you do in the kitchen?
All the vegetables, all the cook,
Mm-hmm.
big potatoes,
Mm-hmm.
carrots.
Oh. And how long did you
All the kind of vegetables you needed was over there.
work at the Statler?
Oh, I worked 1 year. Then I got a change again. Go to the Missouri Athletic Club.
Missouri Athletic Club.
Athletic Club.
Mm.
It was $35 or $37.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there was a lot of race. I worked over there. I worked over there a long time.
What'd you do there?
Then we got married, and after we got married, I worked over there.
What did you do at the Missouri Athletic Club?
I work in the kitchen
Oh.
with the vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
All that, like you peel, clean vegetables, cook.
And my mother at that time was, of course, already married, right? And she had three, and she had 3 children.
Yeah.
So what did she do? Stay with the home?
Stay home
With the children?
with the children.
Uh-huh, okay.
Father, she have a third baby, and she stay home because then nobody taking care of her, and he's got a laid off. He lost his job.
And then, did he find a job shortly after that?
He find a job in work in a car foundry. On a,
Vuya did?
what you call
American car?
The car finder, yeah, that's good enough. I know,
was not far from there where he used to live.
mhm.
Where I
On Natural Bridge?
No, yeah. What you call that factory? I forgot.
Metalcraft?
Market?
Metalcraft?
No.
You're not talking about Chevrolet,
That's
Mom,
what I
are
was
you?
gonna say, she did.
No.
No, this was a foundry.
Yeah, no, but I thought it was American Car and Foundry.
It was, yeah, that's right.
Wasn't it American Car and Foundry, Mom?
What is it, Cochata?
Yeah, wasn't it American Car and Foundry that he worked at?
No. There was car. I remember for it.
Oh, not Chevrolet.
Chevrolet, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Fisher Body, I think, is where he worked, right. Anything else that you can remember from your childhood or from first coming to the United States that you'd like to talk about?
I have a lot of things I couldn't remember this minute. I could write a big letter for you. No.
How about,
Did you like, Chacha, did you like America when you first got here? She probably can't hear me.
Did you like America when you first got here, Mom?
No, I don't like it.
why not?
No. There was alley. There was a rats rolling through the alley. And
Were there any rats
it
over?
wasn't clean like it is now.
Right, that's
There
what I
was
saw.
so dirty.
Was there no, how about in Poland? Were there rats over in Poland?
No, we didn't have no rats in the pool.
Okay. How long were you in the United States before you began to like it?
Oh, about 4 years.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Chacha, what was your mother and father like? What was your mother and father like? Were they stern with you, or were they nice and gentle, or what?
My father was a farmer.
Yeah, but
He worked in a farm.
Yeah.
And my mother too.
but Mom, when you children were little, did,
How many children? 7.
Mm-hmm.
7 children.
Okay.
See, that's how I. That's
What were their names, Chacha?
Felix and Mary.
Okay.
Good, Anna.
Okay. No, how many brothers and sisters? You had 7. What are the children's names?
Joe, Mary, Nellie, John, Katie, Vicky, and Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what was the father and mother's name again, Chacha?
Felix.
Felix.
Father was Felix.
Okay,
And my mother, Mary.
okay.
Were they good to you when you were children?
Yeah. One time, it was hot and it's summer. I went to the creek and play with water. I supposed to leave the cows out of the barn and bring them in the field. And I didn't do it. I stayed in the water too long. And my mother took a branch, dry branch. She hit me in the leg. She got me in the leg. And my
Cha-cha?
father, no vehicle.
Uh-huh.
He got a lot of branch.
Yeah. And he had that store, didn't
Yeah.
he? Mhm.
Typical Polish guy,
He
a
went
lot
to
of brains.
Krakow. He made everything.
Uh-huh.
He went to Krakow. He made them walk around like this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Chacha, we're about the end of this film right now, so we're gonna turn this off and then we'll talk to you later, okay?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Would you want to say anything at the end here?
Oh, no, not right now.
Okay, good.
I think about something else.